I'm a feminist. And I hope that my future daughter will not be the first female president of the United States of America. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can you claim to be a feminist and say such things? But bear with me as I do my best to explain to you what I mean by that. I was born in the middle of America, and as early as I can remember, I've been fascinated with my penis. But something happened. Almost as soon as I became fascinated with my penis and its capabilities, expectations started pouring in, forcing me into this box of manhood, the ideas of what a man should be, and in this box, there was no room for fear or insecurity. My penis and testicles are my physical identity as a man, and if I get scared or didn't want to do something, they came under attack. I was mocked for not having the balls to do it, or was told to man up and stop crying, because people who have penises don't cry. I was told that my manhood was directly tied to my sexual prowess, and if I don't use my penis, I was a pussy, as if that's a bad thing. It taught me that my penis was a weapon to sexual conquest, and that the vaginas are its enemies. To be stabbed and subdued at all costs, and refusing to do so meant committing penis treason. I was made to feel that it was better to commit gender-based violence than to be the dreaded and blasphemous V-word, virgin. As a result, I reduced my female friends to sexual objects, a body and nothing more, which made me hate them and myself. But most of all, it made me hate my penis. It wasn't until much later in life when I realized that whenever I said this, I was only seeing my own reflection in women. It was like they're not less. It was I who had reduced myself through my actions towards them. They were still the same intelligent, brave, funny, and beautiful humans they had always been. It was I who had become a body and nothing more. Not even a body. A penis ruled by a flow of lust and urges. You see, what I've come to realize is that our very humanity is at stake in all of this. That our world and the world my future daughter will grow up in all depends on what we do today. And that's why I made a decision. It's not a new decision. And it's a term that should be very familiar to all my fellow feminists out there. It's this: my body, my choice. No longer am I confined to predetermined ideas of manliness. My penis is not a weapon of sexual conquest. My penis is a tool of intimacy between me and my partner. I get to choose when or with whom I'm comfortable to share it. Most men find words like this threatening. I tell you why. It's because they are afraid to be brought down to the same level as a woman in a society which values women less than men. But men out there, listen to me. I'm not talking about taking an ounce of your manhood away from you. I'm asking you, elevate women to equal standing. I'm asking you, uplift our mothers, daughters, and sisters to a place that has been justifiably theirs all along. I'm asking you, take control of your manhood and decide for yourself what you want it to be. I'll let you on a little secret. Men are terrified of looking weak. But I tell you this, only weak men fear strong women. Now, I said before that I didn't want my future daughter to be the first female president of the United States. But that's only because I don't want to wait 40 years for gender equality to become a reality. I don't want my daughter to live in a world where if she achieves something special or follows a certain career path, she is a trailblazer for her sex. I want all the trails to be blazed and all of the doors to be kicked down long before she comes into the scene, so that whatever path she chooses to take is based on her passions and merits, and not the notions of subjugating forefathers. I want her achievements to be her own, and not the landmarks of a social movement. I want her to live in a world where self-respect and body image are not crises every girl must go through. I want all the men in her life to see and treat her with the respect she deserves as a human and nothing else. Only weak men fear strong women. We cannot wait 40 years for equality. We cannot wait 40 years for men to learn to love their penises in a healthy way. We cannot wait 40 years to end gender-based violence. We cannot wait. The waste of the present must end now because many of our daughters are already here.